What's up, guys? It's me, Falco Z, and today we are talking about Bleach because I have this thing. Oh yeah, this is Ichigo's Bonkai sword. Right now it's sheathed. You got the chain, and then you got this bit. Very nice design. It feels so smooth. Then you got this design, and then you have this part, the ribbon bit here. Like, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a pretty nice sword. You have the sword outside of its cover. Let me just like hold it. You got the whole thing here. Such a cool sword. Like, I was nowhere near done with Bleach. I was probably in the Soul Society arc when I decided to get this thing. But I just knew it was a cool sword. I mean, I kind of just wanted katanas, so I just got this with Tanjiro's sword as well, but like, whatever, it's cool. But because I had this, I wanted to go through all of Ichigo's main fights during the Soul Society arc and what they're like, why they were important. But first, let me just... So, starting with when Ichigo got to the Soul Society, he had to fight the gatekeeper Jidanbo. This fight was, I believe, it was mainly just to show how much Ichigo would do to try save Rukia. Obviously, they all kind of show that, but this one, as the starting fight, just because, obviously, Jidanbo is the gatekeeper, so you have to get through him to, like, enter the Seirei. So this is your first big task. And speaking of big, Jidanbo is very big, so, you can't really mess around against him. And Ichigo obviously tries his hardest to beat Jidanbo and get past him, which he does. And next, Ichigo fights Ikkaku, while Ganju fights Yumichika. But with Ichigo versus Ikkaku, I mainly believe that the main thing about it is that Ichigo doesn't kill Ikkaku. Obviously, right now, we see the Soul Reapers as the enemies, and obviously Ichigo would also see it like that, but he also isn't someone who would just kill someone for that, and he even, like, has him healed as well. He also does the same thing with Jidanbo. It's a common trait of Ichigo that you'll see later in the series, but yeah, you can clearly see it here. But it's mainly just, I feel like this is the main bit, because these are just two warriors who are kind of evenly matched, I would say. I mean, Ichigo near the end might just be like, nah, but I believe that they evenly matched a bit. But then, yeah, Ichigo beats him, but doesn't kill him. And next, we have Kenpachi Zaraki versus Ichigo. After Ikkaku is defeated later, his captain, Kenpachi, fights Ichigo. He was just kind of searching for the high spiritual pressure of the Ryoka, and he found Ichigo. This was a cool fight, but I believe the main thing about this fight is Ichigo realizing that Zangetsu is, present, and that he has, like, a higher power that he could get. Because Zangetsu was asking him when he was on the ground, like, hey, do you want to win? And, give him some more power so he could fight with Kenny. But, and this made Ichigo realize that, like, there's more he can get out of, training and using Zangetsu, which obviously leads to getting his Bonkai, where he gets this amazing thing. But yeah, it's good that he realizes that, because, like, Kenpachi is easily and obviously the strongest opponent Ichigo's fought so far, because it's freaking Kenpachi. Like, damn. Like, bro does not have his arm. He doesn't know the name of his sword, but he is still that powerful. So, like, Ichigo really needed Zangetsu's power. And, he gets stronger with it. So yeah, I think it's a good lesson. And now we'll move on to Ichigo versus Benji. The last time they fought, Ichigo was able to get kind of jump on Benji, then Byakuya said no. But Renji is still obviously, lieutenant, so, pretty powerful. Ichigo, I think the main thing about this fight is learning different techniques and ways to fight, and analyzing your opponent, and also befriending your opponent. This happens a bit with Ikkaku and technically the others, like Kenpachi. A bit less for Jidambo, but you know, a bit more with Ikkaku and Kenny. But I think it's mainly shown with Renji, because Renji obviously becomes a very close friend to Ichigo after this, and switches sides to, you know, try save Rukia. But as I was saying with the first bit of like learning stuff from it, I can clearly remember when Ichigo was thinking of Renji's sword Zabimaru, of like how when it extends, you have to like, it can extend and hit like 3 times or something before like it has to contract, and then Ichigo finds his point. So it's the first time where he, obviously the other fights he had to like think a little bit, but with this one I feel like he mainly had to like figure out a kind of weakness and like change up his fighting style to like find that opening. So I think it was very interesting. And because of this fight at the end of Renji losing, you know, Renji's able to like reevaluate what he's doing, and like, you know, Rukia's obviously his friend. He was just going with the system a bit too much, which is fine, but it's a good thing that, you know, Ichigo being his ass made him realize that he's, you know, should go save his friend. And while he's trying to confront Byakuya and loses, we have Ichigo, you know, learning something special with Yoruichi. But we shall move on to the next fight with the 3 lieutenants. Basically, Ruka's about to be executed, but then Ichigo saves her. So then some lieutenants and captains are like kind of going up after the Ryoka that are around. Soifone is dealt with by Yoruichi. Chiraku and Ukitake are dealing with the head captain, Yamamoto. And some other... Oh yeah, Renji, now on Ichigo's side, took Rukia and started to run, even though he's injured from fighting Byakuya. But now we have left there is Ichigo and Byakuya. The main fight that we're building up to, we saw it in the 3rd intro. Oh my goodness. I said it, Lieutenant. No, I'm sorry. I said, okay. So just before this happens, when Ichigo first kind of like saves Rukia, Lieutenants Sasakibe, Omaida, and Isane are told to like stop him, and Ichigo kind of just wipes him. I think this represents how far Ichigo's come from his training with Yoruichi. Like, these 3 are lieutenants, they are not weak, but Ichigo makes him look weak. Like, that's how you know how strong he's become and how much he's improved, because these 3 are not scrubs, even though it looks that way. And now, getting back to what I was saying before, even though I showed this after, what's left is Ichigo, Kurosaki versus Byakuya Kuchiki. Byakuya is literally Rukia's sister. Ichigo could not understand why he is not trying to save her, like what Ichigo's doing. But Byakuya won't tell him. He said, I'm pretty sure he told him that like if Ichigo wins, then he'll tell him. So they fight, and the main thing about this fight is obviously Ichigo getting his Bonkai. No, Ichigo unlocking this, getting his Bonkai, using it. It was very cool. His inner hollow kind of takes over his body for a bit, which helps him a little. I'll go over all of his like hollow interruptions in another video, but for now, you just need to know that, you know, using his Bonkai for the first time is very cool. Ichigo's able to defeat Byakuya. Byakuya realizes that he is lost, and yeah, later he tells Ichigo about like why he didn't save Rukia and all that. But yeah, those were Ichigo's main fights. At first I didn't think this video would be that long, but nah, it's actually almost 10 minutes. So yeah, let me know what your favorite fight in this arc was. Let me know if I got anything wrong or missed anything. Let me know what you think about what my main things are about these fights, or like the main thing I took away from these fights. Like if I'm wrong about anything. I mean, I kind of said that already, but like, yeah. See you later.